And welcome back. Today we are with MECOOL today. I'm in their offices and check this out. They actually have a Google TV certified with Netflix certification. Yeah, we're gonna be doing some tests. Very excited to see what this TV is. This one's going to be the M50Q1. They have a couple different versions. They have the M55, so this one's gonna be their 50-inch. They do have a 55-inch, and they also have a 43-inch. Specs are going to be pretty similar. They also have one that is a 32 and a 40 and another 43 with a different chipset, which is going to be very similar to these ones. But for today's episode, we're going to do the 50-inch TV. So if you guys are brand new to the channel, consider subscribing. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I always try to get you guys here all the latest and greatest stuff. I'm going to leave a link so that way you guys could purchase this stuff. If you guys are interested, and hopefully with a discount code. Some of the stuff that these guys have is pretty amazing. So let's go ahead and come here, see exactly how this TV looks like, and then we're gonna do a sound test, video test, and then of course, as always, AIDA64 to check out the specs. Okay, so here we go. This is going to be your Android TV built in. So as you can see, everything works pretty good. If you come here, you have like Prime Video, you got some other apps here that you're gonna be able to play with. And just remember, some of these you have to download, some of these you do need a subscription. So you do have like Netflix, YouTube, Prime Video, Wave, TV, Watcha, and like just a bunch of other stuff. Now, because I am in a different region, some of this stuff is gonna be a little bit different, probably depending on the region that you might be in. So just keep all that in mind, but pretty good. When you come here to apps, this shows you pretty much everything that you have there on the home page. And again, just depending on what you have logged in and what you have signed up on the home page, you're gonna get recommendations and stuff like that. But if you guys are familiar with Google TV, you guys will pretty much know how some of this stuff works. So let's go ahead and go to YouTube. We're going to do that sound test and also just to check out the quality to see how good that looks like. Okay, so here we go. Just doing a quick video test, and you can see how clear and clean that looks. I always like to hit enter and then just come up to the settings just to see exactly how well the quality looks like. But you can see that's some very, very good picture quality. So we're gonna bump this up to 4K. It was pulling it up at 1080p to begin with. And there you go. The 1080p looked amazing and the 4K just looks incredible. So we're also going to do a audio test just to see how well this sounds like. So there you go. Sounds very, very good. I gotta say, everything is just, the quality is just amazing, and the sound was about 40%, 50%, and it just sounded very, very good and clear. Now, the next thing I do like to do is, I do like to go here to the settings and just to do like a quick search. So if I come here, you guys already know, I like to get the AIDA64, and this does have the Google Play already built in. So let's go ahead and see if we could find that app so we could see everything that this thing has included. So there it is, AIDA64. We are in the Google Play Store, so everything's gonna be here already included. Very easy to find some of this stuff. So if you need like Downloader and some of these other apps, just in case you're looking for some different types of APKs, you're also going to be able to find that here. So let's go ahead and open the app and see exactly what we get. So, okay, according to this app, it says the model is going to be the 4K PA Google TV. I believe it's probably going to be advertised as 8 gigs of internal storage, and you're left with about 4 gigs of storage. So just be careful when you're loading the apps. You don't want to upload too many apps. 2 gigs of RAM, which is really, really good. As far as the CPU go, you are running a ARM Cortex A53, and this is going to be a quad core. The display is going to show screen resolution as 1080p. It is going to support 4K, and we're going to check all the codecs and everything. GPU is going to be the Mali G52. And then as far as your Android goes, it is going to be Android version 11, and the device is rooted. API level, for you guys who are nerds about that, it's going to be at level 30. So let's come here to codecs. And as you can see here, it is using the quadruplets of C2 and OMX decoder, and also C2 and OMX encoder. So you do have LATM, 3GPP, AMR, flock, ALA, MLAW, MPEG, Opus, RAW, and Vorbis. And then you also have some specific audio ones here. You have IM8 and then MS for ADPC-M, and then also EAC3, LATM HW. So that's going to be your AAC, MP1, MP2. Yeah, so anything with like surround sound, stuff like that's going to be able to support a lot of that, a lot of the different codecs. Now, when it comes to different videos, you do have your, it says MS again. So you got MS, OMX, AVC, FLV, 3GP, HEVC, JPEG, MPEG-2, MP4V, ES, and then you're going back to your VC1 and VP8, VP9. And then also you have the C2 Android decoders and some encoders. So again, you're going to find your H.263s and H.264. So that's how you're going to find your ultra 4K quality content there. So very, very good. Lots of stuff here. You're going to get some very high def when it comes to the TV. So it's pretty good with some of the specs that this thing has. Now, just for you guys who are interested here, when it comes to your app categories, again, because it is through the Google Play Store, you're going to have a lot of different apps that you're going to be able to find here. So just come through here and you'll be able to get whatever it is that you're looking for. So very nice. When it comes to your settings, now again, because this is Google TV and it is powered through Android, you're going to have a lot of the settings that we're already used to. So if you come here, you click on all settings, you're going to be able to find here, you can set up your device name, your display and sound, your network. Most important thing is people do forget with your display and sound. This is where you're going to be able to fix some of your picture quality. So if you want a standard, you can do that. But you could also do all different types of picture quality depending on whatever you're looking for. So if you're more of a game, it's going to change the different colors to that. Or if you want to customize it, you could definitely do that also. You do have backlight, brightness, contrast, and just a bunch of other different settings here. You do have some advanced settings. So there you go with that. When it comes to sound, you could also adjust it. If you do have some speakers here, which stay tuned to another episode, I'm going to show you guys here some of the MECOOL sound bars and subwoofers that they got. But you could set up some different speakers here, and even if it's not their brand, if you got other stuff, you can do that too. But very cool with all the different options that you can set up. And then finally, your audio output. So if you do have a digital output, if you want to mess with the delay, whatever it is, this is where you're going to be able to do it. But you could do the bypass, PCM, and then Dolby Digital Plus, or just the standard Dolby Digital, which is going to be very good for you guys who have very good setups with your surround sound. I got Sonos, so you guys already know I'm already going to be messing with that. Now, when it comes to your system, here you're going to be able to find your about, and then typically you could check for any kind of system updates here. It already says that I'm up to date, so I am going to leave it alone. Now, typically when you come here to your Android TV OS build, if you click it a bunch of times, you could open up developer options. You are already a developer. Well, I am already a developer, but if you need it, that's where it's going to be. There's going to be your Netflix certification, so you're good to go. And then for developer options, it's going to be here. So if you know how to use this, go for it. If you don't know how to use it, leave it alone, because I don't want you guys to break your device. There's tons of options here that you can do if you know what you're doing. But if you don't know, just leave it alone. There's also going to be your mirror casting here. And then if you need a restart for whatever reason, that's where it's going to be at. And then you have your ambient mode, just in case if you want to put some kind of like screensavers or stuff like that. And then the last part here is going to be your apps. If you need to do anything with your apps, let's just say IDA64 is not acting right, you could always do your force stop here, clear cache, clear data. If you need to look for any kind of permissions, this is where it's going to be at. If you need any kind of security or restriction, so this is just to allow apps from unknown sources. So if you guys have like downloader, you're going to come here, and then right now this one's turned off, but if this was downloader, this is where you could turn it off and on if you need to. So pretty good and easy stuff to set up. This is going to be a very, very good TV here that has all the options that you're going to need. Yeah, very, very cool. Now, the last thing that I am going to say is the remote. So as you can see, I don't know if it's the G1, G10, I forget like the Google remote names, but you can see it looks like, yeah, exactly like it. So I believe this is the G10. It has all the shortcuts on the bottom. You see Netflix, YouTube, you have your USB and your Prime Video. If you have the other options here for remote, for your TV and stuff, you can do that because this is already built in the TV. You don't have to do anything extra. You do have your volume, you do have your channels, your TV button, your mutes, menus. Everything is going to be here on what you need for this TV, and it's all set up pretty good. The only thing to make this remote perfect would be like a mini keyboard in the back. But yeah, you guys probably don't need it because it's all voice controlled, so you can just talk to it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. The TV works really good. The sound is pretty nice and amazing. I gotta say, if you guys are looking for something already built in and that works, and you guys are used to the Google TV and the Android TV like operating systems, this TV is gonna be extremely nice for you guys. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I always try to get you guys some pretty cool products, especially from MECOOL. They always got some great stuff. With all that being said, you guys take care of each other, and I'll see you guys in the next one.